Okay, guys, welcome in. N good evening. We are gonna head over to um the Outer Worlds today, and that is what we are doing. I'm gonna try with the computer this time. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we're in the ship. ERF. Okay. Okay, that's to attack. That's to block. Oh, okay. Tab is our inventory journal and all that. We're on Speak with Phineas. But why is it doing that? Let's see, 1 second. Bear with me, guys. Oh, in power save. Okay. Okay. I don't remember what we were doing. Oh yeah. Find and kill Eva Chartrand. And then we have Don't Bite the Sun. A lot of Scylla. Still gotta go back to Edgewater. Think we'll do that, but I think we're gonna go to Edgewater. Okay. How do I put my thing down? There we go. Okay, F to heal, Q, spacebar to jump. Let's shift to run. Oh my gosh, this is so much easier on computer. Now, how do I... The only thing is I can't figure out how to hold my... to put my button away. Oh, Sam gets a thing. Cool. One more. Okay. How How the heck do I just... Oh. That's switching. Dang it. Okay. I still can't figure it out. I'm gonna go back to controller for 2 minutes. Okay. There we go. Is it Terra 2? Edgewater.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years. Thank you, customer. Sam, merciless on germs.
I'm taking the Yoka and we're leaving Sam. Undo Sam. There we go. So yeah, we're playing the Outer Worlds. This is new. Edgewater completely changed. Completely changed. Girls? Oh, I guess it's around it? Yeah, it's over there. Fast travel, I guess.
Incoming! Attacking!
You're the best there ever was.
I didn't really have to go in there, but...
You're going down.
Goodness. Hmm.
Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there? Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
Nice.
Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Oh, hell. I'm sorry, Nyoka.
Rebecca. They are not alive. Crazy. Rusty journal. Its display is faded and the buttons are almost entirely rusted through, but you can still make out bits and pieces of what look like Rebecca's final entries. Law help me, but Anderson was right. We never should have taken this contract. I thought Monarch was bad, but this is unbearable. Everyone here is blind or addled, or I don't know what. The towns won't let us walk in without an employment contract. I can't even find someone to let me send a message. For all the capable folk here, we were stuck. Back home, we had to fight for every meal because there was no meals that you didn't make yourself. There's plenty, but nobody's allowed to give you one. We've been stealing bits and pieces of life from wherever we can. Anderson is about ready to sign up, offer his life and service to Spacer's Choice just so he can take a shower. Clara, I hope to find the architect that never reaches you. But on the off chance it does, I want to say I'm sorry. Anderson and I fucked up. We didn't take the contract for the bits. We didn't take it because Primal sounded cool. We took it because we wanted out. Monarch's a living hell. We were sick of getting sick. Of boiled Rapidon and stinking like sulfur no matter how hard you scrub, of fighting, day in and day out. We're exhausted. We thought we could use the contract money to find a place here. Settle down. But this place ain't any better. It's just different. We're starving all the time. All the same. We never should have left. I just thought maybe we could do better. I miss you, kid. Marauders at the door. Anderson's bled out. I'm on my way. I won't let them get me. Not alive, anyway. I've seen what those monsters do.
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Ugh. Hard to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister.
There's nothing else in here.
What's on your mind?
What's up?
Hmm. So we got their stuff.
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth.
She'd still want to know just the same as you did.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Really, girls? Might do it. I didn't think there was anything about the wilderness you don't know.
Not unless you happen to be familiar with the ins and outs of Mana Queen behavioral patterns. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
That's true. Now we have to go to Scylla, for sure.
Why was I built to feel ennui? Welcome back, Captain.
Let's see what she
How
means.
can I be of assistance?
Oh.
I'll be here.
Just... Harlow's base.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Oops. Gotta do that one. And we still need Max anyway, so we'll take Nyoka and Max. Because we're gonna have to go to the other guy's landing pad. We're back here. Woohoo! Primal glands. Primal glands. I wonder if we were closer. I think we're closer on this one. The gloop gun. Oh. Colonel Butterscotch is like the leader. We'll play a little bit of the Outer Worlds just so I can continue on this. And then we'll probably switch to something else. Because I know I didn't get to stream yesterday. So I apologize for that, guys. I really do. Oh shit. Oh. The Pugnant Primal Behemoth? It wants us to take that out? You're kidding. Oh, I've got to save. No, maybe not. I should have saved back on the ship.
I've had quite enough of you.
Oh, that was quick.
That's the last of them.
Wait, it says Primal Glands. Oh, I see. Okay, I was like, I can't find it. Oh, he's going to bed. Ah! He sleeps like a... like a human does.
May the law have mercy on you.
Oh my gosh, he's like right there. Okay, let's go this way then. There's one more we have to get, and then I think that's it. I like ran into him. That's funny.
I smite you in the name of the law.
Law.
Their death, our survival.
We got it. Oh,
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up?
I'm sure you've got all manner of hunting stories. Tell me one.
I took a job once to clear out a rap nest. Partnered up with a fellow out of Fallbrook who called himself Dirty Don. Bit on the shorter side. Had a penchant for cards. Thing is, he introduces himself and the man is immaculate. Clean. He had a flowery presence to him. A pleasantness that didn't invade your space. He was just there and you were glad for it.
So why was he called Dirty Don?
When we set out to hunt down the Raptidons, I found out firsthand where his nickname came from. Dirty Don killed those Raptidons with his bare hands. His bare fucking hands, Captain. He was a whirlwind of grotesque primal fury. In the end, he stood drenched in blood over the entrails of a dozen Raps. If he had a scratch on him, I wouldn't have been able to tell. It was glorious.
Tearing up the wildlife?
Day came when he tried to take on a Mantiqueen. Got himself eaten one limb at a time. Wonder if he tasted like soap. Oh well, live and learn. No matter how tough you are, if you're gonna fight something bigger than you, bring a firearm. What's up? Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch.
Yep.
There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon. Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are. Fucking right we are.
We're gonna kill a Mantiqueen.
It's an old cave system we tried to turn into an encampment. You'll see when we get there.
Okay. Well, there's a cave for sure. Let's go find out. We're gonna go kill a Mantiqueen.
You're back. Not that I missed you. I assure you, I am not capable of such emotional capacity.
Let's go to Harlow's base. Let's continue with the ones we've got.
Hey, you. Looking for something? Where do you think you're going? Hey, nice form. Good delivery, too. You looking to join Captain Harlow's crew, huh? All right, go on through. Got my sights on you.
Oh, I guess it's through the door. Wow. Aw.
I wasn't expecting visitors today. Or ever, as a matter of fact. State your business. Felix? Mostly I remember him as an angry kid stuck living a life for which he was poorly suited.
Ivor was supposed to
I
take.
gave him a place to stay and books
I was
to
supposed to
read.
take Felix.
I
Dang
told
it.
him to push back when someone pushed him. He put on airs of independence, self-reliance, pretended to be a loner. But I know him too well. He's always wanted a family, a place to belong. Let's hear it. I was working on this plan for years, saving every bit I could, drawing plans, biding my time. I never intended to spend my life laboring on the Groundbreaker. When the opportunity presented itself, I did what I had to do. I left.
What exactly was this opportunity? You said you were working on something big. Was this it?
A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight.
Sounds like you've got some plan to overthrow the board.
Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, eventually, the board will fall to pieces. Entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, we will be ready.
That was simultaneously the least scientific and most pompous statement I've heard in ages. Well done, Mr. Harlow.
A vicar. I admit, I never imagined a man of the cloth living the adventurer's life. You do keep some interesting company. Was there anything else?
What makes you think you're free?
The skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is shrinking. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. If the board tries to lay siege to us, we'll make them pay.
So you're a band of outlaws living on the edge of an asteroid, some revolution.
Not all revolutions involve bloodshed and fire, Captain. The purest act of rebellion is to live according to one's own means, independent of any masters. One day, when the board is weak and Halcyon vulnerable, we may claim a piece of this system for ourselves. Until then, we bide our time.
Let's change the subject.
Something on your mind?
Is that it? Oh, I have to bring Felix. My bad. Let me go get Felix. I forgot to bring Felix. I'm like the whole person. I thought I was bringing Vicar, but no. Wrong guy. I was like, I know I should bring Felix, but I totally forgot.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
So my dad, he told me, don't you let that boy push you around. So I hit him with the wrench, right? Ooh, Dad was mad. Guess he wanted me to use my words. Not that I've ever been good with those. Grounded me for a week. Want to know a secret, Sam? It was worth it. I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Battery levels are fully charged.
Yay!
Thank you, customer. This area is utterly filthy.
Okay, they're doing their thing. I gotta take Felix, though. No! Shit. Ah, I was supposed to press for Felix. Damn it. This happens way more than I want. There we go. We'll take Vicar, but we'll take Max, but we'll have to bring Felix with us. We're heading on down. We're heading back. Does Felix stay or does Felix go with him?
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see or a you've aged, old man?
We've met before. It's good to see you again, Captain. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
Felix is a vital member of our crew. He's, well, he's good in a fight.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Tell me why we're here. Felix had plenty to say about you.
I imagine he has. I was a mentor to the boy during his formative years. You might say I have an elder brotherly interest in his development.
Oh, would have been nice to know that sometime in the last, hang on, doing some math? Half a decade?
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix, but neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
You want to put him through a test.
Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
What did Trask do to deserve death?
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
There's more to this than you're letting on.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
Great. Okay, so we're gonna have to go talk to this other guy, Trask, and find out what's going on with him. Come on. I'm like, I hate that it does that.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
Why are they arguing?
You don't think that's a problem? The whole ship's running on a computer's fancy. That'll make you nervous, Preacher?
No, Felix. The concept of a ship computer does not make me nervous. Are you scared of Ada?
I ain't scared of Ada.
Ada.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
It's just, she's a computer, Max. What happens when her equations tell her to cut off her oxygen? Or blast us all into space?
Felix, Ada is not sentient. She can't act out of a sense of malice. Where do you get these ideas?
I was watching True Stories of Mechanical Murderers last night.
One of these days, I'm going to make you read an actual book.
They weren't arguing. They were talking. Ada gets a little scared, I guess. But she's a machine, she shouldn't be able to.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Okay. Oh no.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your
You mind trying to have a moment here?
I think I've talked to her before. Looking for the guy by the name of Rufus Trask. He told me, I'm told he lived around here. Are you Rosanna Trask?
Yeah, I was called that once upon a day. You need something?
I'm looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask. I'm told he lived around here.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. That's Harlow's mark, no mistake. Guess he's not letting this one go. I don't want any manner of harm befalling Rufus. Not on my account.
If Trask puts up a fight, it won't be your fault.
All right, I'll tell you where he is. Just get out of here, please. Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
I've got a few more questions.
Please, just make it quick.
You and Trask split up?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
Harlow tells me Trask betrayed him. Do you know anything about that?
Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order.
He didn't tell you anything about Harlow?
No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I.
How much do you know about Harlow?
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
Sounds familiar, Felix.
He must have been recruiting, gathering up his band of revolutionaries.
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus.
That's all I wanted to know. I'll leave you be.
Appreciate it. No offense meant. Just been a long day is all.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Oh, I ran into... I keep running into things.
Rizzo's Purple Berry. Sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavored center. Suck it. Chew it.
So we gotta head back to the ship, and then we gotta go find Rufus on Emerald Vale. All this running around, it drives me insane sometimes.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Okay. So I was watching this program. You remember that spin-off series about the Mass Marketeer? Halcyon Helen's coming on for a special romance arc! Ah! What if they hold hands?
That's the episode with Ruth Bellamy, right? Been meaning to catch that.
The way they talk is so funny. I love how they get so excited into things. Wait, hold up. Confront Trask. Trask is hiding in Emerald Vale.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
He's all the way out there. Better than nature. There's trees and fruit still. I forgot. That's why everybody's at Edgewater. I've got to upgrade my guns though, because Because if I don't keep upgrading them, I hate that it turns off. Give me 1 second. Well, that didn't sound very pleasant. Okay, we gotta go straight. I took out a good amount of squad. Woo!
Easy.
Nice. Oh no. Like, oh, there's more? Ranged weapon mod at magazine increases the amount of ammunition the weapon magazine carries. Ring increases body armor and helmet armor rating against physical. Huh. Okay. So we're going deeper in. Goodness.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
That's right. Harlow said you betrayed him.
Yeah, of course he did. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
Why did you betray Harlow?
How do I know that I can trust you?
What's the worst that could happen? Harlow sends a stranger with a gun after you?
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
Go piss up a rope, kid. I've got nothing to prove to you. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A 2-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
You're asking me to take your word for you. Take you for your word. Show me some evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
If you've got proof, let's see it. You should have shown those papers to his crew, expose him for a fraud.
I squandered my chance. If I were a more patient man, I might have confronted Harlow, evidence in hand. But I got in his face, and we came to blows. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
Why would the board buy off Harlow? What was Harlow doing for the board?
Board sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
Why would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy, and that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
Okay.
Take it you've made up your mind.
You never put that you were live in Discord. I did! I'm doing good. I did. I did put that I was live. I'm not going to kill you, Trask, but I am going to ask you for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Take care. Optional, find Trask stashed evidence. Yes, we gotta find that evidence. Yeah, I don't know why, but it wasn't showing that, it wasn't showing at all that when I was in mod view. It was really cool. It's got a new mod view. But, it was showing, like, it wasn't showing anybody who messaged. Oops, wrong one. You know? So I was like, I didn't get it. I'm doing good. A little tired. Is Hope done with her movie? Because if she's done, she's gotta go Mimi's.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
How's your game going, Baba? What you up to? We may end up having to kill this guy. After all.
That machine stole my bits. Why do we even have one of these?
Nope, that's a bathroom. this way? Yeah, it is. That... Oh.
Clyde Harlow, agent of the board. Yeah, that sounds even more insane out loud than it did in my head.
Still
again,
playing Magic, it's
Cass knew he
fun.
was a dead man.
Oh, I don't know. Hold
I've
on.
been trying to shift the blame.
We found evidence, Felix. Your old friend's been bought off by the board.
I've been trying to tell myself Clyde's got some sensible explanation for all this, but I just don't know. None of this is making a lick of sense to me right now. I think we need to have a word with Clyde.
Okay. I paused. Give me a second. And I will go check right now. Oh my god, that's so stupid. Okay, sorry. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just put the rest of my clothes in the washer, but it should only take 25 minutes. The others are in the dryer, and then I'll have that load in the dryer, and you should be good to put yours in.
What's the word?
Trask had a lot to say about you, Harlow.
Not surprised. Trask was a dead man trying to negotiate with his own executioner. He'd say anything to preserve his life.
Trask told me you've been working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
You've been bought off. I've got the receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
I think you owe Felix an explanation. When we met, you told me Trask was an informant for the board. You were lying.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
Come on, Harlow. Why would Trask rat you out to your own employers?
How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor, and I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Heads up, Bess! Everyone all right?
Aww. He was cool. So I guess our guy just died, that's it.
What was that?
Oh, that's the last of him.
These receipts detail payments made to C. Harlow on behalf of the board for freelancing services. Included are the names of several freighters targeted by Harlow's crew, their manifests, and the sum value of all cargo delivered to board authorities. That's so upsetting. Like, he literally lied and was like an asshole. He didn't care. He just wanted stuff done.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
got a lot in common, you and me. Both operating just a teensy bit outside of the manufacturer's expected parameters, huh? Oh, Captain! Just doing some routine maintenance on our automech, friend. Don't mind me.
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
You never really know what's going on inside somebody's skull.
No. I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
The money changes people. The board probably offered Harlow a lot of money. I can understand why you're upset. You feel like he betrayed you.
Yeah, he did. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna get over that.
It'll pass. Give it time.
I hope so. I don't see this one passing anytime soon. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. Part of me wishes we'd put Trask in the ground. You know, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss.
Okay.
Good to see you, boss.
Okay. So, oh, I get to level up. Okay. I can't do that. I'm not in Phas. I wish I could. Why am I going? Wait, whoa, what am I doing? On Fallbrook. Oh yeah.
Destination reached. Scylla.
We have to take Max. That's why I was like thinking of Max.
I think I'll initiate an unscheduled rest cycle.
Well, I'm out. I mean, I could be in the dark because I'm technically in the light in the house, so I could technically do that. I don't know if but yeah, in Phas you would just not use flashlights or candle. You would just go through the dark. That's why I put specifically which game they're for. sucks because there's like robots in here that are very hard to beat. Yay, we killed him. We're able to do more now. Hope. Is the movie done? Huh? Oh, the movie. So the movie's done? Okay, it's bedtime, baby. Okay, I saved. What? Oh, dead. How are you? Shotgun only. I'm not on Apex though. I mean, well, I could technically look for a shotgun in this one. Hold on. I did. I could technically check for shotguns. Like, where are you? It does say shotgun. It'll say handgun, heavy weapon. That's melee. I don't think these say shotguns, but that's an assault rifle. I feel like that might work. Okay. Because that's like a sniper. Yeah, we could do that. I was just... They claimed that... Oh, yeah. Baba claimed the darkness. Wow, this is nice. Like, this is really nice. Except with all the papers all over the floor.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me?
That's
That
funny.
would
How are
be
you,
so
Dad?
much more exciting.
Hope things are well with you. We're here to get this book translated, Max.
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I've spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
We've come a long way to help Max get some peace. Is there anything you can do to help?
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
What happens if you're unprepared?
Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way.
Well, Max just said he was prepared, didn't he?
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
No matter the cost. It's just drugs, Max. We ain't making you walk in front of a firing squad.
Yes, I'm in.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
Oh, geez. Dang, this is a nice room. Why can't they make everything like this? Guys, we're gonna do this. We're gonna see what happens.
Poor Maximilian.
Isadora De Soto?
Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
What's wrong, Max? Can't think straight? Now you know how I feel. Wait, forget I said that.
If she's a... Oh. If she's a hallucination, why am I seeing her too?
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
You look inside yourself all the time, Max. Or with your head buried up your posterior.
We came all this way. We ought to at least hear her out. Okay, Vision Mom. How about giving us answers instead of hollow platitudes?
And platitudes from a figment of my imagination, no less.
Who said I wasn't a figment of your mind? But you know the truth. You don't need someone else to tell you. You've always known it. Everyone knows it. They just won't see it. We're overwhelmed with stories from our earliest days. The stories others tell us, and the stories we tell ourselves. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
I got your story right here.
I'm Vicar Max. I'm uptight. I love the church, and I'm a stooge for the board. And I don't understand that Felix is a genius.
Felix is just, oh my gosh. Your mom's right, Max. Their story blinded you to the truth and landed you in prison. Seeing the truth is easier said than done. Ah! See what happens if you hit her.
You want me to give up my discipline? My control? But I can't. I can't. Without order, there is chaos.
Thanks for the shout out. I don't think I've streamed in like for real 10 years. Oh, it still works. I mean, I give out shout outs even if you don't stream. But unless someone tells me do not give me a shout out, I don't. I mean, I forget sometimes though who says. I should probably write that down.
Not chaos. It's true. I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
whole thing, it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be more right. Hello, Max. What? Who? Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
I think
Yeah,
about
Max,
it's time
why do you
time
do
to
that?
stream since I play games so often anyways. That would be cool. I'd be down. I'd be to help. Quiet Felix. Yeah, Max. Why do you do that? If he does, he shouldn't. He's a better man than he gives himself credit for. Ah! My intelligence isn't going.
I don't. I mean, that's not how it is at all.
It's not high enough.
I don't know. Is it wrong to try to be a gooder, better person than I am? But that's not what you're doing, is it? You're desperately trying to find a story to organize reality in your head. A story to control everything. A new story of the happy you. The contented you. Me. That's not... It can't be right. I've only been searching for
Worst
the
case,
answer
nobody
to the
watches and I
equation.
just play my games anyway. In
Because it
best
will
case,
set
I
us
build a
free.
following.
Won't
Yeah,
it?
I mean, that's true, but I'm pretty sure you'll have followers.
By removing
You'll
the
have
need to make
watchers
any
and things.
decision, to have your life completely controlled. The illusion of certainty. Your obsession allowed you to avoid the real question. Who are you? I'm Max. Me! I'm real. You can't convince me otherwise. Please don't convince me I'm not.
Maybe right. Listening to you talk seems to be driving me insane. Aw. So you're going to convince Max he's not real. This should be interesting.
Your individual self is what's not real. It is simply a concept. By the architect. Architect? How could I have believed in an architect? That's ridiculous. I must be losing my mind completely. What you're saying almost makes sense. We exist inside our thoughts, thinking we're in control. That's it, isn't it? We have no control over anything. It's all lies. How could I not have seen this? But how do we escape ourselves?
You're doing great, Max. Do you think the hermit would mind if I throw up in the corner?
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before. Ruined? You seem to be having quite the time. Though I must admit I was a bit concerned when you stripped naked and tried to
Oh
eat
my
your
gosh.
clothes.
I did no such thing.
I was joking. You passed out fairly early in the process. Well before I realized what an ignorant fool I've been. Everything is perfect.
I'm glad you found the answers you were looking for, Max. Wait, what does he mean perfect? So you weren't as prepared as you thought. You're obviously gone insane. Really? Have you looked around the colony lately?
No, not perfect in that sense.
My main
it is
holdback
still
has been I
perfect.
just don't have the streamer
It's all there
personality
to
to
be
constantly be
experienced,
talking while being
to be
entertaining with
lived.
what I'm saying while gaming.
Of course,
Gotcha.
there's pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality, clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
There may be something to that. You seem happy or at least not angry.
I am content. I finally found
No,
what
I
was
think
looking
you
for,
don't really have to
even though I was
you don't have to
looking
do
for
a
the
lot of
wrong thing.
talking, even though it is recommended. But you can talk like when you have your own thoughts of like, okay, I gotta do this and this and this. You can do that too. And then you can just kind of like go through it. And then if someone does message, you can just kind of like you're having a little conversation, pretty much. I think that's probably one of the best ways to start. So I checked on Max's mental health. That one's done. Byzantium. Nyoka is on Fallbrook and Cascadia. Byzantium. And Scylla. Acquire the science weapon on Scylla. Awesome.
So, have you found your answers?
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves.
Oh, my intelligence and perception are not up there. Like, that answer is perfect, though. The perception and all that. It's a lot easier when you open your eyes. Okay, we're on Scylla, and I think this is the last one. I'll continue on Tuesday, probably. Wait, where am I going? There it is. Got it. It was in there this whole time. Okay, Byzantium. And then we have Star-Crossed Troopers. Oh my gosh, my eyes. I'm trying to mess with me. Oh, that's right. Sophia Akande. On Byzantium. Alright, that's after speaking to Udom Bedford. You learned he could arrange a meeting between you and Sophia Akande. Yeah, that's true. I already know I wouldn't be able to stream with friend. I'd be banned within a couple hours. Oh no. Okay, so the next one is Star-Crossed Troopers. It happens. I mean, I don't think you would be banned, honestly.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
I wonder if it's the same one that they're discussing.
Oh my gosh, Felix, you got to hear this. Guess who the villain was in this week's Virginia Yang Girl Detective? Mr. Bertie Holcomb, that tall faller.
This I gotta see. Thanks.
Nah, they're so cute because I love when they talk. Or like when Max and Felix were talking. Okay, let's see. And I think that's it for now, guys. Let me see, it was cooler because I could do... Sarah! Hello! Oh yeah, when they're in a group. I'm in the stream manager here, but it doesn't do that. Let me see. Huh. What really pushed you into streaming normally? For me, I don't know. I try having a schedule, but for some reason that schedule always gets pushed around a little. So I don't think I'm gonna really have a schedule, but it kind of sucks because I want a schedule just so people know when I'm going to stream. To more to have like a set schedule, like you have a routine. And for some reason I can't have, like, I don't know why, but my routine, I don't really get to start right at like 9. I used to start at 7 or 6, but that always got pushed a little bit. So I'd end up starting like now or a little earlier, later. It just depends. But no, I like streaming. It's kind of like a hobby for me. If I do make money, it's extra. It's not really, it's nice. It's kind of like a bonus, but it's not really needed. I don't want to make it that way to where that's all I think about for streaming, so it kind of sucks for me. But yeah, I like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much. I didn't think I was gonna like playing certain games as much till I got introduced. But I actually like it. It's like a hobby. Full time, and that would mean like becoming partner. I don't mind it, but I feel like I have been told that it's, yeah, some would rather just the balance of the fun of it. Yeah, pretty much. It would be cool, but at the same time, I think it would be a little too much for me. Because you start to become where I have heard from others. There are some good streamers who are completely full-time. Like, they have jobs too, but they stream as well. Like, they're continuing. I don't know how they do it, but they do. I don't really have a fave streamer. I used to, but then I found others and it was like I didn't really have a favorite streamer. For me it's just the fun, because then I can do casual. I guess I can put more into it when it's more fun for me than, okay, everybody wants me to do the latest game that's like coming out, you know, like a test run, or to buy the latest game. And I'm like, I don't kind of want to be that streamer where you have to be on the latest stuff all the time, because that's what your viewers want. And I'm like, I'd rather stick with fun and casual, and bring back kind of like the older games, or games that people loved, nostalgia, or that I love. So, but no, I don't really think I have a favorite streamer. I used to, but then, yeah, I got into other streamers. Oh yeah. No, I have a few friend streamers that do 24-hour streams, and they have it to where they'll have their camera on, but all you see is black, or you'll see like their background of their room and it's just kind of dark. except for the computer, so you know they're sleeping. I think I can only do 6 hours. I tried doing 8, and it took a toll the next day. So I was like, I can't do 8. I can only do like 6. So I can't do 24-hour streaming either. Which I don't mind it though. But let me see who we're gonna raid. I'm not sure who. Give some love and appreciation. Breezy's doing Marvel. Oh wait. Let's see, following. She's doing Sims. Orion's doing Faz. Biggin is doing... I don't know what game he's playing. I have no clue. It says 9 Kings. I'm not sure what that is. Shanna's doing Faz. And Scared is doing DJing. He was playing Faz earlier. You love Faz? Yeah. And a lot of... Apparently they do that, but I'm wondering if those people finally got, like, told something. The viewers that want you to do new games over and, like, every time. And it's like, okay, well, what if they don't have the money for that time? I mean, some people work complete full-time jobs. This is like their second job. But it's supposed to be a fun job, you know what I mean? Girls? But yeah. I wouldn't mind. I do like some of the fun new games, but I'm not gonna be like that person. Hello, Kiki. That plays the newest game all the time. Oh my gosh. No, I love Faz. Faz is one of my favorite games, but it does get... You kind of got to take a break from it. Like, I took a break from Apex and Dead by Daylight, and now I got back into them. So it gives me a break from Faz. So Shauna's doing Faz and Orion's doing Faz. I think we'll go with Orion. He's got less viewers. So we'll do that. We'll hear him out. But I will see you guys on Tuesday. Right? It's bedtime, kitty cats. Hey. It came out all robotically. It's a little weird. I gotta get it fixed. But it worked. It was cute. My ghost came out. I don't know if you guys saw that. My ghost come out. But they say, hey. But, Baba, do you want to play anything? I'm gonna raid right now. Oh, we're raiding. 5 years raiding in 55 seconds. I mean, I can raid now. It gives me that opportunity. But I'm still talking to y'all. Yeah. It sounded like a robot just whispered in my ear. Yeah, it's supposed to be very sweet. And it's not supposed to be robotic. No? You don't want to play? Okay. It's not supposed to be robotic. It's supposed to be like, hey. And that's it. But I think when it first comes out, if it doesn't get played a lot, it sounds robotic. I don't know why it sounds robotic, though. But we'll go ahead and raid. And then we will send him some love and appreciation. And we'll be dismissed for the next appointment. We'll see you in, what? Today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 4 days. Next appointment is 4 days. So, bye guys.